Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? My name is Jay. Welcome to the Gilded Cage, as usual. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you had a great Tuesday so far. Hope everything is going well. Just trying to have a look if everything is working, because I got some help from Saf to move my setup a little bit, so I hope it gets a bit better. And I will shout them out anyway, because they were playing Shapes, which is a very cool game, which we definitely have played ourselves as well. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Hope your Tuesday was good. Mine was alright. I was at the office and I'm at a language course, so that's why I'm on so late. But I still hope we can have a lot of fun together. And yeah, we'll continue our Space Buddhism tour. That's what I wanted to say in just a moment. But before I do that, I'm gonna have a quick look at who's here. So welcome in Biscuit, welcome in Mimi. Hope you're doing well. And yes, I am also hyped for the new league for Path of Exile 2. That's gonna be releasing end of this month. I'll definitely be playing that. I already had some people ask me, some of which you might know, if I wanted to play. So yes, we will definitely be playing the new league later at the end of when it releases end of the month. Also welcome in No, welcome in Assembly, and welcome in Byte. I hope you're all doing well. In terms of other news, I don't have so much. What up? Hey, Deadson, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. You love the model? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I have something new lined up, so I don't know how much more we're going to be seeing of the little bird, but I love it too. It's very wobbly, and yeah, it's very expressive. I love it a lot. How are you doing? Wait, new? Yeah. There will be an announcement. There will be an announcement very soon. But there will be some new stuff coming out. Don't worry.
Open Po2. Click login. Click play.
Yeah, not today, Jason. We're not gonna play Path of Exile today. You good? Modeling and texture? That's really cool. What are you making today, Deadson? Before, after, during the launch? It's not related to Path of Exile. It will be after the launch.
Login.
You can DM you? That you can, but I'll look at it after the stream. Because I'll be kind of busy playing games right now. No, it's gonna be after the launch of the 0.5 League, because it's my birthday next month, so I want it to coincide, or at least try to coincide as much as I can. I think that would be a pretty good celebration. Yeah, exactly, birthday. You're a little robot. That's sweet. I like that. Is it for your overlay somewhere to put somewhere as an asset? Is it for a video game, or? It's been a very long time since I touched any kind of 3D stuff or game dev stuff. I haven't really done much outside of, well, trying to make things work in VTube Studio and VBridger. So I did switch over recently, and this model actually has some VBridger in it. I don't know if it's very visible, but you can do a little smirk if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna force it. You know, I would have to. Unfortunately, I don't really have. If I want to see my own model, I have to lean all the way over to the left. So I'm trying very much not to do that. I need to find some solution for that, really. Maybe move this device that I have, but I'm not gonna do that right now, because right now we're gonna continue U.V.S. Nirmana, not Nirvana. My bad. Very good band though, but that's not what we're aiming for. So for those of you who weren't there last time we played this last week. So this is the newest Coincidence game. So it's the same person as Zachtronics, which you might know from games such as Space Chem and Shenzhen IO, and I'm trying to think, Infinity Factory. That's also one of their games. And they started a new company called Coincidence because they wanted to branch out from those video games, and then they continued making those video games anyway. So one of the games that they made is called Kaizen Factory Story, which we finished on stream, and this is now their newest game, and I hope we can get to finish that too. So let's go and have a look at U.V.S. Nirmana. We don't need transition sounds where we're going. Right. You should be able to hear that. So as you can see, these are all the levels that we have already done. We are on level. Well, actually, where am I positioned? I'm positioned a little weird. Let me just scoot myself over a little bit. There you go. That's much better. Yeah. So we are on level 18 of the 30 levels in this game. There is an extra level here, which is the solitaire, but I'm really bad at it. So I'm not going to sit around playing with the solitaire. But yeah, for those of you who weren't there last time, so it's all puzzles. So there's going to be 30 puzzles. We are now on puzzle, if I count well, this is 5, this is 10. I'm on puzzle 18. 20. Yeah, I'm on puzzle 18 out of 30. So the goal for today is we're going to see if we can finish all of the puzzles. And here we go into the game. So we should need to have a look at the... let's have a look. So we are in Kamarupa, the dream reality realm. We have entered the dream reality realm where consciousness creates reality. However, the inhabitants of this area fiercely disagree on the goal of existence, causing our ship's sense fields to become distorted. Balance the major ideologies so a single one does not dominate. Use buffers to balance between beliefs in the importance of wealth, fame, or power, releasing them only when all three are present. So, how this game works is we have two things we can do. There's going to be signals coming in. These come in on the left side, and then on the right side we have the out, which is what we are supposed to produce. That's what we are expected to make. To do that, we can put down components. We can also pull cables. And we have this grid at the bottom, which is called flux, which lets us control different components as we feel like. So for this one, what we will need to do is, so we need to sense different, we need to sense the three, we need to look at the three inputs, and only when all three are active, we need to activate the output. So I think what I will probably start with is, if you can dream anything into reality, can't you have all three? Well, that's what we're trying to achieve, no? See? Okay. So what these things do are they are called buffers, so they store up the element that... wait, but I need... Okay, this already is not going to work, because I need... there's a problem with this design, which I will show you in just a brief moment. Okay, so the idea of what I want to do is we need to sense the three inputs, right? So what we're gonna do is like this. I have these three, and now the problem is that the outputs need to activate if only all three are there. So what I think I will do is actually, can I? Maybe I can compact it a little bit. Let's see. No, that doesn't actually help me very much. Okay. Okay, and so what I want to achieve here is we can only emit them when all three are there. So what I'm going to try first is... no, I want to line them up. This is going to be a little bit of the crude solution, right? So where we use a lot of components. And what I'm doing here is I have these valves that I'm going to put down. And what valves do is when they are powered, they let things through. So what the idea is, what I want to do here is... only when all three of them are there, then all three of these will turn on. And it will work. I don't actually know if there's a better way to do this. Considering that I need to sense if all three of them are there. So... let's see. So if only green is there, we activate that. Now there's only red, so we activate those two. Now we only have yellow, so we activate the last three. And then it doesn't. Okay, so the idea was good, but the problem is I need to check not be in front of the buffers. I need to check behind if there is enough signal, if that makes sense. So what I will do is I'm going to move these back. And then I need to put... I need to put them like this, and I can get rid of this. Hey, good evening, Amaris. How are you doing? Hope everything is well with you. I saw the picture on Blue Sky. It's a really nice one. I like it a lot. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I'm doing good. I had a great Tuesday so far. Just started the game, so my brain is still fresh. I'm still ready to puzzle. You're very welcome. Okay, so let's see. Let's try this again. So, if we charge up green, so there will be green now. And then we have... Okay, that seems alright. And then as soon as this one runs out, you see it stops emitting the red, which means that the sensor stops, and then all of these things stop working. And then here again, you see we have red, we have yellow, we have green. So all of these are turned on, which means that all of these gates go on and we emit everything. And yeah, this looks like it works. Okay, nice. So that's already the first level solved for today. So it looks like you can do this with 0? Really? And most people did it with no flux at all. How do you even do that? Oh, I think I know how. I have an idea. We made this too complicated, I think. Did I make this too a little bit? I think what we can do, because all three of them need... Okay, what I'm going to do is... Okay, all three of them need to be there, right? So what I can do is... Thank you for the hydrate. There we go, big sip of water. That's good. Let me just have a look. Okay, everything's good with the phone. Okay, let's see. So if we have this one, then we emit the second one, and then if we have the second one, we emit the third one. Is this good enough? No, because it's not going to block this one. So the problem is that I need... Wait, because it doesn't go upwards, right? If I do... it does. Okay, never mind. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. So it's kind of a cyclical design where if we have green, we open the valve here. Oh, actually, wait. If we have green and... Okay, no, that's already failed. I think... How am I supposed to do this? Okay, this is already not gonna work because I need to do it something like this. Okay. Let's have a look again at the first solution and make sure what is it that I'm aiming for? So I can make it potentially a little bit higher, less high, but that's going to be pretty tricky. But I do wonder, how do you get this zero flux solution though? So zero flux means that I'm not allowed to use any of these elements at the bottom here to operate anything. So I do wonder how you do that. But you know what? I'm not going to do that for today. We can figure that out another time. And in the meantime, we can go to the... Oh! So on one of the promo art, I think on the thumbnail, I put a picture of this thing. And a fun fact about the thumbnail, I had to Photoshop and recreate in Photoshop the logo of the game because there's no press kit. And I had a really hard time coming up with a good-looking thumbnail because I could make a copy of this, but then I didn't have the logo of the game. So what I ended up doing was the logo of this game has this neon distortion on it. So I managed to Photoshop it and cut it out with Photoshop and then recreate the effect with Photoshop, so it looks like I have the original logo from the game, but actually it's not the original. It's a recreation that I made myself. The things we do for a good thumbnail, right? I know it's definitely happened to me with collabs that the people I collab with said it was a little annoying because I absolutely must have my thumbnail, but it's with the way my stream is set up that I always will need one. But let's see what the Nayuda has for us. So we have encountered our sister ship, the U.V.S. Nayuda, drifting in deep space, and have determined that its deep navigator has malfunctioned, with form and mind becoming disconnected. Reconnected sense fields, from raw sensation to receiver and interpreter. So activate form when form is present, activate mind when only mind is present, and activate both when they are both present. Okay, so, okay, this is the easy part, right? If we look at the in and outputs, we can connect these two through. And then the second easy part is, well, we have this, right? Now the difficult part is, how do I get the sensor for both? And the other thing is that I'm not really allowed to play with how do I do this? I think I know already. I think I have to play with the with one of these things. Yeah, wait, huh? So when red is there, this one switches. Yeah, okay, I get it. And then I have to, well, let's see. So the idea here is, when green is there, it acts normal. When red is there, we switch both of these. So it still reconnects green to where it needs to go. But then, if they're both active, you see, we send green through here, because of which gets activated because of the red one. But then we send green back in to here, so it doesn't disconnect the signal. Let's see, that looks... Oh, wait, okay, let's see. So, okay, if they are both there, then I'm not actually allowed to have... Then neither of these are allowed to work. Okay, that's a problem, because that means that we're going to have to do some trickery. Let me get rid of this already to begin with. Okay, so I need to... Do I need to recreate this for the other one? No, not really, but what I need to do is... I need to see if red is there, okay. And then I need to disconnect red if they are both there. Okay, that's gonna be a problem, because if I do that, then it will start flip-flopping. That's not what I want. Oof. Okay. I need to move this one already, because this is not good. Okay, so red is here. Damn. Okay, so I'm gonna start with. I probably need to. Can I? Ah, there is a copy. Okay, it's just hidden. Okay, that's good. All right, let's do it. The not so great way, which is like this. Okay, so. Okay, so this is if green is there. This is if red is there, and then when we have both. Yeah, the problem is if both of them are there, I need to disconnect this one, but how am I going to do that? Or am I making my life too difficult? Because you see, it's supposed to, if you look here on the right side, you see that the mind one is supposed to switch off when both of them are there. So I'm not allowed to do this. Okay, and it's not that I can do them. So what I was thinking, one of the things that I can do is, you know, always check if always green goes on first, but that's not true. It's also possible that you see that the red one goes on first and then the green one. So I can't make a solution that only works in one direction. Okay, let's think about this again. So I have, yeah, it's definitely going to be something with you know, splitting the signal 100%. That is, I don't think there's going to be any debate about that. And some kind of sensing in a way. I might have to work with the bottom two ones actually. Let's try like the oh, hey, welcome in, Wims. How are you doing? It's the Wim. Hello. How was your stream? How was the arting? I saw the picture on the picture. What am I saying? The post on Blue Sky. There you go. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Jay. Welcome to the Gilded Cage. I hope you're all doing well. If you like birds and beer, this is the place to be. And if you do not, then well, I hope you still have a good time. You're doing model rigging. That's awesome. I'm doing pretty good. I'm breaking my head over U.V.S. Nirmana. As you can see, I'm playing one of these puzzle games again. So if that's your kind of thing, then definitely join in while I try and figure out how to do things while looking at signals and multiplexers and all that love. Oh boy, puzzle games. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff I do. Is puzzling around and factory games, or a bit of both, like this one. But yeah, if you need to raid and run, if you need to get yourself something to eat or drink, or take care of yourself, or run some errands, please go and do all of that. Yeah, exactly. Do a stretch as well. More passion, more energy, more energy. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, if you need to do all of that, then please go ahead, and if you have some time after, or if you have some time after, then we'd love to have you. And same for you, Raiders. Take care of yourself first. And then if you would like to stick around, then I would appreciate it a lot. Today we're playing U.V.S. Nirmana, which is, if you know Zachtronics, if you know games like Space Chem or Infinite Factory, or if you heard of Kaizen Factory Story, this is the same developer. This is the latest game out there, and as you can see from a lot of things that you can see on the screen already, there's nothing new in this one, right? We're doing a lot of, it's an engineering puzzle again, so if that is your kind of jam, then hope you tag along. And yeah, right now I'm on puzzle 19 out of the 30 puzzles in the game, so if spoilers are not your thing, if you would like to play this for yourself, then I would strongly suggest to avert your eyes, but if not, then yeah, sounds good. Rise of Human Resource Machine, yeah, that's also that's kind of similar. Yeah, that's more of a programming game. This one is less programming, but yeah. But there are games in these series that also have programming in there. This one not so much. This one has more signal, like sending some signals left and right, but not really programming. Some of the other games in the series do. But I meant to ask as well, Wims, are you rigging something for yourself, or are you rigging a model for somebody else? Is it a commission? Is it some fan art? Is it a new what is it, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, whatever it is? People slap numbers on these days because it can go really fast. $15 and $15 rig. Okay, that kind of makes me think it's one of those have you ever seen one of those challenges on YouTube where they pay they pay 3 different people to do the same thing, but they have different budgets? Like the first person is a tenner, then 100, and then $1,000 or something. And you can see the results that they come up with. I've seen some of them. Hey, welcome in, Aura. First time. Thank you so much. How did you find this channel? And welcome in. I am Borb indeed. How are you doing? Okay, so let's see. So what I was trying to do was to figure out... what I need to figure out here is... You're the only one streaming this game. I'm not surprised. I don't think this is a very popular game to stream, but I think it's very cool that you found me that way. Welcome in. I'm on puzzle 19, so if you don't want to be spoiled, then please don't. Yeah, this might not be. This might not be the stream for you. But then again, you also did say I am the only one streaming this game. So if you do want to look at it, then oh, you already beat the game. Okay, then I would like to ask you though, like, please do not give me the solutions to everything. I would like to figure it out for myself. I hope that's okay. Okay, so what I wanted to do was, it's fun. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's very fun. But I don't feel like my solution here is gonna be really great. #1 streamer for U.V.S. Nirmana. Yeah, I think there's been a couple games, right, where I managed to be the... okay, so what I wanted to do was, I don't think I need another sensor here. I think it's just this. It looks like good height. Yeah, and height I probably am okay, but in terms of making the design work is going to be questionable. Because what I wanted to try was... never mind. This one needs to go here. And then what I wanted to do was to see if I could... If I get one of these, this one, to swap this one over. And get this one to swap this one over. And not do it like this, because that's the both channel. I need to keep that one free. Okay, so let's see. That's fine. And then if we have both of them... Okay, so it deactivates those nicely. And then I think I can put one here for the both. So the idea here is that the both one gets activated when red goes here, which means we need red, because otherwise this one never turns on. And also green needs to be on, because green will make this one go through the other one. Let's see. Yeah, so we have both. Okay, this looks as expected. Still looking good. Okay, we have only red. Yeah, it goes back. We have both again. I think we did it. Hi, pretty good. Okay, yeah, so average height. We did pretty badly on whiff. How do you get whiff 6? Yeah, so whiff 6, I'm pretty sure. Let me think. Yeah, I can already. I'm not going to do that now, but I'm not going to do that because when I stream these games, I'm mostly focused on trying to beat the actual game and not get the perfect solutions. But I can already see on Whiff how you could do this better, right? You could swap some of the parts around so that it's more compact. The flux as well. Like I think if I move, for example, this thing, if I moved it over here, that's already less. That's already one node less that I could be using. But I think the general idea here is okay. So we're going to leave it at that. And then we can go to the next level, which is Invakan free. The best overall solution was lowest of each score getting sacrificed. Yes, this is... So I'll go quickly back just to show you the histograms again. Unfortunately, you do need to run your solution to see the histograms in this game. But yes, usually in... So this is a very, very Zachtronics type thing. If you have a... They call them Zach likes because there are other developers that have made games like these. If your puzzle at the end, if you get some histograms like this, it's definitely a Zach like. And a lot of the time, yes, it is not possible. It is not possible to achieve all three of these at the same time. For example, a design that is not very wide will probably be very tall. And if you want to have a design that doesn't use flux, which is all of these cost 1 flux each, then you will probably have to make a design that is larger. Or a lot of the time you end up with a design that is taller because you have to start... because you can activate components by stacking them vertically, which works. But then you need to figure out... Yeah, I probably could. You know what? We can give it a go, I guess. Okay, so this already... If I do this, that's already 1 flux that I remove because it will activate this. Here... Yeah, the minimum is free because you need to channel 3 outputs. So the minimum flux will be free. But for... I'm trying to think. Wait, how are they connected? Yeah, you would have to... Yeah, you would have to change the design a little bit. But you see, in this I already managed to... Yeah, I managed to reduce 1 flux, which is already a little bit better. But I'm gonna leave it there for now and go to Invakan free. So, Aura, have you played any of the other games from Coincidence or from Zachtronics? You want to try free flux? Yeah, that's the minimum. Because you have the free outputs that you need to get in order and out of the puzzle. So I think free flux is the minimum that you can do. All right, let's see. So Invakan free, a stellar weapon taking on the form of a massive spinning wheel known as a Maha Chakra, appears to be on course towards a planet that hosts an underdeveloped civilization. The Renunciants ask that you protect the civilization by finding a way to deflect the wheel. And they ask us to hack the Apana flow of the Maha Chakra to match the specified pattern. You've beaten Opus Magnum, Exapunks, and Kaizen, and you have started but not finished a decent chunk of the other games. Okay, that's really cool. Out of the other games, I've only beaten Kaizen. I think... I'm trying to remember. I think most of the others I made it maybe a quarter way through, depending on which one exactly. I did try replaying Space Cam, and I was missing a lot of quality of life I was used to in the later games, so I kind of gave up a little bit, which is a little unfortunate, but... Okay, let's see. So, what this... Okay, so the pattern that we want is... You already have perfect metrics on that previous? Oh, you mean the... You heard of Space Warder, baby? Yes. Yes, I have. I've heard of... What was it? You have the organ trading one, and then there's the baby trading one. Yeah, I've heard they're good. But I can't say I love the idea of... I'm trying to think. I don't really love the idea of shorting on a baby's life. That seems a little cruel. Okay, let's see. So what do we have here? Okay, so what we do have is we have this. We have one input and we have one signal, and then we need to send it to different outputs in a specific pattern. And so it looks like we have 5 width, 3 height, 3 flux spread across 3 solutions. Oh, okay. So you did manage to get 3. Okay, so you have 3 solutions. One of them is the lowest width, one of them is the lowest height, and one of them is minimum flux. Okay, that's really cool. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is we have a pattern which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 long. And then the signal resets. So I think we will have to use... we'll have to use a flux like this. Actually, I want to change it. Yeah. Because what I want to do here is this needs to reset everything. And what I need to do is I will probably need... I think the easiest is probably going to be put a couple of delays here. I know it's not the... that actually doesn't work. My bad. I need to put multiplexers first, demultiplexers, and then put the delay. Okay, let's see. That already didn't work because that's the wrong thing. That means I probably want to put it like that. I'm so bad at this game. There we go. Okay. Then this will switch on, which means that I can... That switches to the second one. But I probably need a delay there as well to switch even further. Yeah, which needs to switch to the third one. Yeah, this needs to go here. And then I need a bunch of delays. I need a pipe here. Okay, so the idea here is, okay, so first, this thing is going to switch everything back off when we reach the end. Yeah, so that resets the pattern. Okay, so this is going to go to the second one. Then this one is going to switch things over to the third one. And now here, what I need to do is 3. This is going to switch things over to here. And also I need to switch this one. And then this one is going to switch to the final one. Let's see. What did I do wrong? Oh, it doesn't need to go there. It needs to go... Oh, right. It needs to go... Oh, it needs to go back to this one. Okay, that's really annoying, actually. Wait, hang on. So if I want them to go back here... Yeah, I'm gonna need one of these. I'm probably better off flipping most of my design then. Ooh. Oh, actually, okay, I don't need the flux here. I think that's okay. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3. We switch over. And then, oh, 1, 2, 3. Ah, right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's not good. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is 5. One, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what am I doing wrong here? 3. Oh, okay. So, what I'm doing wrong is these things need to be in the same one, or this one needs to also be here. Hey, Pixel, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome in. Boom, have a shout out. How are you? How is everything? I'm really liking the art. Saw you were putting a lot of really nice art out there, and it was very cool to look at. Okay, let's try that again. So, but what I will need to do is I need to swap this then. And actually, yeah, you're very welcome. I'm doing alright and trying to puzzle my way through this, which is not the easiest thing in the world. 4. No, these. Damn it! I need. Yeah, I need it to be more like this, right? Oh, and I need to move all of this here, I think. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's in the wrong one. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm so good at this game. There we go. Okay. How's this? Okay. You could. Okay, we could do it with 1 flux less. But it seems like we got the average solution. You can make it a little bit smaller. Where can you make it small? Oh, yeah. Can you? Cooking for real? I don't know if I'm cooking. If I'm cooking, but I'm doing my best. Yeah, I think you could move everything 1 over to the left here and then rearrange this, because then as soon as you start optimizing for one of these, you don't really care about the others. So yeah, you could probably compact things a little bit together, but I'm not going to do that. I think this solution works. We did it. Ooh, what are we looking at here? I do like the art a lot in this game. The pixel art is very cool. And it's very evocative. And the puzzles are good too, although you can see that some of them are a little bit easier than the others. Some of them do require a lot of thinking, unfortunately. Okay, so let's have a look at Ken Uda. I see we have 7 minutes before I have to take a break. So let's go into the gateway to the tenfold void. Boom. Alright, Ken Uda. Gateway to tenfold void. Ayatana sense fields have detected a ship that has prematurely entered tenfold void. In accordance with the law of this region, we must rescue it. We will do this by retrieving the dimension data from the ship from tenfold void and reassembling it in neutral space. When X, Y, or Z signal are on, route a prana, so prana is life force in Hindi, supply to X, Y, or Z accordingly, and when X plus Y, X plus Z, or Y plus Z signals are on, you have to route both supplies to those outputs. Okay. Sure. Okay, so... Right, so we're definitely going to have to use some of these. And now the question is... we have, okay, so we have always 2 inputs, and then, yeah, I think I have an idea how I want to do this. I think it's actually, is it? No, because we need some demultiplexers as well. So what are the combinations we have? If it's just right, because we're not allowed to actually send okay, let's see. So oh, that's X plus Y. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Okay, so let's get rid of everything again just for a moment. Okay, so definitely the idea here is that we need to play with multiplexers, right? And then the signals at the bottom to try and get everything to where it needs to be. So we have the 3 different ones and 3 to 2 every time. So X plus C, Y plus C. Okay, so we could definitely try and make something that has all 3 of these at the back end and 2 of these at the front. And then we try route. The problem is this is 4 to 6, right? So that's not going to work. So I need to think how I want to go about this. Let's see. So I'm thinking, okay, if we'll let this one always deal with X, right? And then we'll let this one either do Y or Z. Let's try and make it a little bit smaller, just in case. Actually, if I'm going to be using multiplexers here, I might as well try with valves first. Okay, so let's see. So if we have X, we open... we open this one. If we have Y... wait, X plus Y is... here and here. Okay. Then if it's just Y, we put this one. Oh, and then we don't need... wait. Okay, if it's just Y, that's fine too. If it's just Z... I don't actually know if I need the valve. Let's see. If it's just Z, we swap this one. If it's Y plus Z, I have to swap these two. And then it's X plus Z that I still need to do. Let's see. Okay. Oh. What is it? This one is gonna fail, right? Let's see. Yeah, this one fails. Okay, so this one, we need to open this and we need to put that there. Let's see. Okay, so this is the last one. I think I've done it. Okay, that was actually that was actually not as complicated as I thought it was going to be. It looks a lot worse from this. Okay, so the first thing I can already do is if we do this, we have a design that's a little bit smaller, right? Okay, so width to 4, and then height. Okay, so let's see. So we could try and make this design a little bit smaller, I think. I think if I move this here, yeah, that's already 1 off the height. Okay, so we can already optimize it a little bit, but yeah, you see, that was not actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I'm glad we managed to get that. I'm gonna go into the break, and then we can go into the next level. We have 9 more to go, and we can have a look at the spherical metabolic object, the SMO. So make sure to get yourself something to eat and drink, and I will see you back in just a moment. Oh, perfect timing. Welcome back, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you got yourself something nice to eat and drink. And let's have a look at this SMO in U.V.S. Nirmana. So, we are looking at a local life form known as a spherical metabolic object, an SMO, is attracted to a neutron star pulse, placing it in danger. The Renunciants request you come to its aid. We accomplish this by mimicking its calls to create signals that draw its attention away from the star. Use the Viana supply to create a sound wave that is either high or low frequency depending on which signal is on. Okay, so we have one input, we have two outputs, and we need to determine, depending on whether we have high or low signal, whether we are going to pulse. Okay, so already the one thing I see with this design is, this might be a little tricky, is it looks like there are, there's gaps in here. So it looks like if both high and low are not on, if neither of them are on, then we should do nothing. So we have to be careful with that. And then the other thing is, you can see the design. Yeah, swapped. Okay, so luckily we do have the toggle. So what the toggle lets us do is, this thing pulses between, it toggles every step between both of its outputs. That's nice. And we actually don't have the delay element, so this is what we're gonna have to work with. So okay, so well, one of the things we need to do is, okay, so the easy part is, if we connect these things through, we have this signal, right? Except the problem is that it's gonna, well, one, it starts at the wrong time, right? So this thing starts toggling as soon as it gets a signal. So I have to be conscient of that. And then the other thing is, we're gonna have to play around with, we're gonna have to play around with the, we're gonna have to play around with how we get the frequency to work. Okay, so you see, for the high frequency, this is perfectly fine. Then we switch it back off, so it restarts. But then for the low frequency, we need to halve the rate at which this thing works. So what we could do is, probably what we're gonna have to do is, we're gonna have to work with a, I don't remember what actually happens if we have two toggles. Yeah, we might have to work with two toggles, actually. I've done this for another puzzle. I'm not sure if it's a great design, but it does kind of work. Okay, and then we need to decide. Okay, so it's going to go there, there, and then there, and there. So what we're going to have to do is, we have to get some multiplexers, and we have to decide how to connect them the best way possible for high and low. Which is, actually, we can put it on the same one, because it doesn't matter really.
Bitch, I'm a bird, go.
Hey, thank you so much for the raid, Joey. How was your stream? You're playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Oh, is that I'm not exactly sure what that is. Is that an RPG? Is that one of the third-person RPGs in the Star Wars universe, or is it a different game? Yeah, definitely have to tell me about it. But welcome in, everyone. My name is Jay. Welcome to the Gilded Cage. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you had a great time with Joey. Make sure to get yourself something to eat and drink if you need to. If you need to raid and run, if you need to run some errands or get some rest, then please go and do that. Take care of yourself first, and then after all of that, once you're done and you still feel like hanging around, then I would love to have you here. It's a story-based game with RPG elements. Okay, that sounds really interesting. Did you have a lot of fun with it? I have to admit, I'm not I personally know very little about Star Wars. It's not really my thing, but I know there are a lot of people out there who really like it. And while I might not like it, might not really be my thing, I do know what it is. I know quite a bit about it, but I don't know much about the games. That's my problem. Okay, so we have for the high frequency here. Is the second one, you've been enjoying it? You don't know a lot either, but the games can be fun. Okay, that's really cool. Okay, so let's see. So this has to go here. This has to go here. So they need to alternate all the time. Okay, I think I might be making my own life a lot more difficult than it really needs to be by doing it like this. I'd probably be better off doing a different design than this. Okay, so This will always alternate between them, which is fine. And then if I have another one, I need to make it toggle. Maybe I do it better. Maybe better off doing something like this, right? Oh, does this even make sense if I do it like that? I'm trying some silly things, alright? I'm not really sure if this is a great idea what I'm doing, but I want to see if it works. Okay, that does not work already, so I need to change it like this. But yeah, I'm playing U.V.S. Nirmana today. As you can see, this is a puzzle game. This is a puzzle game, so you're gonna lurk and adult a bit. Good luck with the stream and charity. Yeah, I have a permanent charity drive for several reasons, including one. My main reason is not a super charitable reason. I do have to admit, but my main reason is that I'd rather you give your money to someone who actually needs it and who can do well with it instead of me, because I get nearly nothing at the end. It's not really worth it at all for me, so I'm sorry. That might not be what you really wanted to hear, but it is the truth. But I do appreciate it. Oh, what am I doing here? Is this gonna work even? Okay, it does work. And then I get low. Okay, so low frequency, I need to alternate slower. I mean, can I... Oh, how do I do this? How do I do this in a sensible way? I mean, because right now my design is kind of gigantic. That's not really what I was intending to happen. But, yeah, this part is okay. And then here, I mean, yeah, I can do it. I can use some multiplexers here, but it's not great, right? If I do it like this, it's not going to be excellent. But I'm going to try it like this already to start with, because I have not much other ideas right now that aren't kind of bad as well. So I'm going to do it like this. So this as well, I'm going to get more components in there. So this one's fine. And then I need to get this one up there. I think it's going to be something like this, right? Let's see. And then I have to toggle this. Yeah, I think I need a sensor on this one to swap over the... to swap these over. Let's see. Okay, so that. Yeah, that... I think that does it. Okay. Okay, this actually seems like average design. You could have made this shorter. Could I move things a little bit more together? I probably can. I probably could optimize this a bit and move the bits and pieces a little bit more together. But the core idea is solid. Oh, okay. Well, already one thing I can do is, if I do this, I need one flux less. And I can make this part a little bit shorter. That does work. I need this there then. trying to see, is there any other way I can make this a little bit better? If I swap this, I'm in trouble, right? I'm trying to see, you know, I can already move this here. This makes the design shorter, so that's already better. And it should still work, I hope. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, bit less width, bit less flux. Could make it slightly less tall, but I'm pretty happy with this one. So let's go to the next one, which is Gostana 1, Ruins of a Lost Civilization. Which is called, let's see. The Renunciants have detected traces of ancient fault constructs in this area, encoded into different values of radioactivity across large metal lattice structures. In order to document these fault constructs for later study, convert the constructs into an abstract symbolic code. Using the sense input, detect alpha and beta radiation, activate alpha thing and alpha double quote when it's present for 1, 2, and 3 cycles, and activate when beta is ready, present for 1, 2, and 3 cycles. Okay. And okay, so we have to connect sense through. So already one thing here is there's one input, which means that we get the red detector, which we will definitely need already. And then what we will need to do is we need some delays here. So what I think here, what we will do is we will have to demultiplex. Okay, so the very annoying part for this is that I need to send the sense back. So there's going to be a lot of... this is going to be one of the designs that has a lot of multiplexers, I feel. But how do I want to do the split? So 1, 2, 3 means I can do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that works. Except these are gonna activate a whole bunch of different ones, which is maybe not what I want, but... Let's try already what happens if I do this, and then I need this. Oh, this is okay. So one of them already does not need to be sense; it needs to be regular one. Yeah, this is already not a good idea because it's going to start activating things that I don't want it to activate. So let's do the more, let's do the larger design, and then later on I can figure out what I want to do with this. Oh, wait, but... No, I'm already not allowed to do it like this. This is going to break really fast. What I need to do is... I need to put the sensors here. So this one is going to be... this is already going to be beta. This is going to be... Oh shit, I only have 6 output signals? Okay, that's bad. That's really bad because... that's not actually bad because I can do this. Alright. Let's see. So if it's alpha, it's going to be this one. Actually, that means I don't need one for this. Okay, yeah. Okay, it's not as complicated as I thought it would be. So we will make another one of these designs that does something like this. And then... What makes this one difficult to understand is the whole is that I'm using the output signals as well to control my design. So let's see. So this is work. So 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's really nice. And then switches off, and then we have red, which is beta. So beta works, and then I need to remake the same kind of design. The problem here, of course, is that I have also. Okay, I also have a problem already, which is I forgot that I need to switch. Actually, I don't think it's a problem because I can. No, it is a problem. Okay, so what we're gonna do instead, I'm gonna move all of this to the end because I need to rebuild the same kind of design. I need to. Can I not copy this? I swear there was a way to copy things in this game, but apparently not. Or at least I can't find it anymore. But what we have to do is we have to build the same design over here. But we have to build it all the way over here because I need to switch it here and here and then here. Okay, so what we have is so this switch is on already by default. Okay, switches back off, that's fine. This switch is on. Then this one is going to go on one cycle later. There we go. So we have alpha quote. And then the third one goes on a little bit later after this. And we need this multiplexer structure because if I put these in a row, then they're going to both go on at the same time, which is not what I want. And then if we have beta, we do the same thing, but we do it on the other side. And we did it. Okay, so here, what you can see for this puzzle is, if you look at these histograms, and especially in this game, it's more noticeable because this is one of the easier ones. You see this puzzle does not really have a better solution. Like, you could... So they're saying there's a solution where you can squeeze off a bit of the length. I'm not really sure. I think it's... I'm trying to think. It's probably... You could probably move this design a bit over here and then reuse... yeah, you could probably, I think, move this maybe here. I can try it, actually. No, if I put this here... Will this break everything? So that was here, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, that definitely does not work. Okay, never mind. I'm leaving. I already broke my own solution. Let's go on to envtuber, devout transfer station. And let's see what we have to do here. Okay. The current transfer station contains a devout population that has expressed a collective wish to pay respects. So F in the chat. To the renunciants as we pass through. We should not leave these venerators empty-handed. Transform these expressions into physical form. Use buffers to store the words of prayers and mantras. When the Amen signal turns on, release all stored prayers to form. When the Svaha signal turns on, release all stored mantras to form. Okay, good. So, yeah, first thing we need to do is we need to store both of these. So, this, I think, is not really negotiable. We need to detect which color it is and then store it where appropriate. Now, the problem here is that it needs, once we have the signal, it needs to turn on. Hey, Multi, welcome in. How are you doing? Hope everything's all right. So the interesting part here is that the form output needs to keep going. Once we get one, I need to do this, by the way, because I'm not allowed to do that. So once you get one pulse, we need to keep going until the input runs out. Okay. And in order to do that, I will need... How do I keep it going after? because I'm not allowed to use a sensor. So what I have done designs in the past where you do something like this. The problem is if you try to connect this back to here, it will break. That's not possible. So I'm trying to think. Actually, no, that might work. Let me see. So let's say that this switch is on this one then. This thing switches on because of this. Then if I put a sense here, it will probably keep going until it runs out. Okay, let's say that we do this by... Is this the default one? Is this the best default one I have? I already can't stack these. That's already a bad idea. So I will need to put them a bit more over here. Probably do this. Yeah, this looks okay. And then I need both of these to run as long as this is... no, actually I don't. Let me think. Right, I need you here. Okay, so now we have green until green runs out. Okay, so it does work like this. If I put the sensor behind, it is okay if I do it like this. Because if I put the sensor here on this channel, you get what's called a paradox, because the power runs out. Oh no, what happens is this thing will turn on, so it will try to toggle this up, which turns the sensor off, and so you get an infinite... I can show you actually what happens if you try and do it like this. You see, you get an infinite loop where this keeps toggling. So you're not allowed to do that, but you are allowed to do it like this. Okay. Let's also make it a little bit smaller, because I can do that. Let's see. So we charge, and then as soon as we get the aim-in signal, we need to connect the output. That would be better, actually. Then it goes into form until that runs out, and then this toggles off. Okay, great. And then we have that there, and that one will... Yes, we did it. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's the solution. Yeah, there we go. And we have... Okay, we could have made it... We could have made it a little bit smaller, maybe. We could also have... Maybe made it a little bit wide, but I think in terms of flux, we're mostly okay. Yeah, I think in terms of making this smaller... Let me look again. So what was the... How much height could you squeeze out? Height 4 seems a bit tricky. 5, I'm pretty sure you can do quite easily if you move the buffers. But okay, let's go. Oh, what's this? Oh, why is the space turned all white here? That's interesting. I've not seen that. Not seen that before. Very cool. So it looks like we're in some kind of an inverted universe. Okay. And this one is called Tamra Occident's Negate... Oh, it's Negated Civilization. Okay. So this area of space contained a large negation engine that was turned upon itself, negating its own negations. Okay, for every time I say the word negate, you can drink. To negate this, reverse 2 common attributes of matter, so that the tetralemma can be reinstated. And causal existence is one against... This game just like to throw around a lot of very fancy words. Okay, so use the negation engine, of which we get 1. Interesting. I didn't know you had limits before. To turn the one into the other. Okay, so if we have form, mind has to come out. And if we have mind, form has to come out. So probably the easiest way to go about this is... I don't feel like this is very difficult, right? Or am I misunderstanding the assignment? Because for me it feels like, okay, so we do... By default, form goes in and mind comes out. And then... See, and then we sense if this one, and we swap everything over. It can't be that simple, right? Or am I misjudging this one? Oh, no, okay, it's not that simple. Wait, what? Oh, they can both be on at the same time, and then we don't use the... Okay, so this design works if one of them is on, but we need to detect the case where both of them are on, and then we need to swap the outputs. That's how we're gonna make this work. Okay. Okay, so this design is fine for the simple case, but we need to see what to do if both of them are on, but we need to actually not use the negation engine. So what I think I'll do here is I'm gonna get one of these over here, one of these over here. Actually, I think this is okay because they both need to turn on when we have the case, the swap case, right? And then we have this, and then okay. The only problem I have is what's very annoying is that I am gonna somehow. I think this might be slightly easier to work with. Yes, okay, this is fine. Okay, that's actually really good. But I would like to if I can somehow stack these, though, it would be cooler. Oh, I can actually do that. Okay, there we go. So, what my construction here does is if we can now detect, I need to move this as well. If we can detect when both of them are on at the same time, which is what I need to do, then how am I gonna do that? So if they're both on at the same time, I need to swap all of these, and then it will revert. This one will go all the way. It will. Yeah. They are swapped already at the start. Okay. Did I have to swap them again? I'm just making my own life very difficult by doing it like this. What happens if I keep it like this? Oh yeah, no, I do need to. I need to effectively swap them. Okay. But I think I can also swap them at the end. That's fine too, actually. Maybe it's not fine because now I can't do it. Yeah, this was not smart. I should have done it here. Okay. Okay, but now we need to find a way. How do I detect if both of them are on at the same time? And I think the best way to go about it is to add some more space here. If I swap, no, I can't swap them at the same time. That's gonna be bad. Okay, so if now okay, so if both of them are on. The problem is I need a sensor here. That's better, I think. Yeah, you see, okay, this is it, I think. So I need to sense here. And then this one will swap everything. And I just have to be careful that I don't accidentally create some kind of loop here. Okay, that looks good. Okay. That looks very good, actually. Oh yeah, it can work because this sensor is behind. So, oh yeah, wait. Okay. Yes, that's fine. Okay, it actually works better than I intended. Okay, my solution works, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it does seem to work. Okay. So it seems we can make it a little more compact. We can't make it less toll apparently, and we can maybe remove one flux, but that's already debatable. Yeah, we already managed to save quite a bit by stacking some of these pieces, which is very nice. So how this one works, if we have both of them on, this one will turn this one on, which turns this one on. Yeah, and then everything works fine. And then as soon as everything switches off, they switch back. So it works good. All right, cool. That means that I can move to the next puzzle. Beautiful. So the last 5. Okay, we are actually... I think we can probably finish this today, unless the puzzles are going to be really, really difficult. Which I really hope not, because that would be a bit problematic. But let's have a look at S1 Varnu, distant transfer station. The more time and distance between the U.V.S. Nirmana and the center of the universe, the more small errors accumulate in its databanks. This may result in false memories. Using the backup databanks to compare for agreement, purify false memories and enable true ones. Route main to main and backup to backup when both memories are the same. So what that means is we need to detect, okay, when they are both the same. And if yes, then we output both of them, we put both of them through. Okay. So first thing we can do is... Okay, so we have some options here, right? We have green, red. We can sense green, we can sense red, and we can sense everything, because there is no yellow sensor. So what we'll probably need to do is... yeah, we'll need to make some kind of design which... I think what we can do is already... Yeah, we'll have to do something like this, right? Okay, let's see. So this one already is... Okay, so the case that both of them are on is kind of a silly case, because they will always both give a signal. So that's not very... That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, let's start with the green one, right? So... if the top one is green, we swap to here. And then if we have green here... I think I'm better off using multiplexers for this one, because multiplexers will still work if there's no signal. Okay, let's see. So if we have yellow and yellow, if they're red, they don't swap. Okay, let's already try this, right? Okay, we already have one good case here, which is if they're both green, this works. So that's already something I want. So what we need to do is we need to repeat this design. This already can go to an output, I think. Yeah, I'll put this here, I think. Yeah, if they are both green, we're good. Except I need to... yeah, I need to sense that as well. Okay. Okay, now we need the other cases. And I think the next one I should test is probably the RE red. And... I think it might be slightly better if I do. I need to make some space. That's my problem. Might even be better if I do this. Let's do this let's do this to make some space, right? Because I can always change this later. I can always get rid of that. But for now, I want to see. Okay, so this is the green. If everything's green, it's gonna be like this. Then if we have red, red switches this one to red, and then if this one's also red, we swap this one. And if we have both of these, we know it's red. So we need to... Ooh, actually, I'm gonna need more of these at the end, aren't I? Oh boy. All right. Let's start like this, I guess. Okay, if we're both red, we're good. Except I need to make some more. This is gonna be a problem again. I think this is slightly better. Oh, I can do this. Okay. No, I can't. But I need to do it like this. Okay. Okay, so we have both. When they're both green, works. When we're both red, it. Actually, wait. Why is that backup one? Why does this one work? That's not good. Wait, so this one's red. That's why it switches over, and then. Damn it. Okay, no, I have a better idea. This is a bit silly. What I need to do is I need to check for one of them, and then for the other one I put a valve at the end, and then when everything matches, we go from there. So okay, this is green. We do this, and then we test if this one's also green, right? So if this is green, this one's also green. So we let it through at the end. And I will need something like this over here. There you go. So both green is fine. Okay, then this one's red. So I need to test for red. Okay, they're both red. I'm gonna try and move this a bit more here so I don't need to, you know, swap all the time. Oh, but then we have the backup coming in, which I don't want. Okay, we're gonna do this then. Right, I don't love this solution, but there we go. Both of them match. Then they're both red, which is perfectly good, except the one problem I have is I need to swap this one as well. Okay. And then I need to test for yellow. Okay, so if this one's yellow, Okay, so if they're both yellow, I can't know this from here, right? We can only detect green and red, so we know it's. If it comes out, if the signal, no, I cannot guarantee if it's yellow on this side, but I could test. Hey, welcome in, Brewer. How are you doing? How's your day going so far? Mine's pretty good. It's trying to think too hard about this game. Noobs are coming. What kind of game is that? Okay, so if they're both yellow. Just waking up? Oh, okay. Well, good morning. Let's see. Yeah, I think if it's yellow... It's roguelike with chat integration. Oh, that's really cool. I hope you had a lot of fun with that. Okay, so if this one's yellow, then... I mean, I can test if it's green and or red here, and then... And then if it's here, this means it's yellow. And then... I'm gonna put some multiplexers. Let's see, that's gonna be... Is it gonna be default case? Let's see. What am I trying to do here? No, this design is a little silly because they can it can never be both green and red at the same time. But the idea is okay. So what we can do here is I can get rid of this because if this lines up, it's going to be this sensor is if I do that, they're both red. Okay. Then I need to test if it's green. Okay, that's not good. I think I'm nearly there, though. Let's see, so... No, that's not it. Okay. Do I even need this part? I'm kind of curious. I'm not making my own life too complicated by doing this. Oh, what did I do? Okay, let's put that back for a moment. Okay, so we have green and red is working. It's just it's the double yellow case that I don't have sorted. How do I know if that's okay to use? I'm gonna try again with a different design because I feel like I'm making my own life way too complicated. Okay. Okay, so what one of them needs to do is actually, I think I know what I need to do. I have an idea. I have an idea. So this one will direct. So what I will do is I will split here, and then these two the other two sensors are if this one's green, it goes here, and then so this is green, this goes here, this is also green. Then here we have to send it to the. We have to let it through, so that's okay. Could also actually use a valve and use multiple things on it, and then if it's. What are these things going, actually? Where are they going? No, that does not work. Because that one is not, that only works in one direction. Yeah, I need to do some sort of another split. What if I do? This is like the silly solution to go about it. Let's see. Okay, so this one's green, so it goes there, and then we see this one's not green, not there, so it goes through the middle. Okay. It's got to be something like this, right? Let me see. Okay, this is already looking a lot more promising because here, if they're both green, then it comes out here. And if they're both red, it comes out there. And then Yeah, I think we have it. Okay, I'm gonna quickly see if I can fix this. Because I need to get all of this to combine back. This is the problem. But I think I can make it a bit symmetrical here. Let's see, probably this. Oh no, why is it doing that? Ah no, shit. Okay, that's not good. Okay, so I need to open it. Okay, so it only comes through here if both of them are on. So this is already one that I can do. Oh, except, yeah, it does the wrong thing, I think. Yeah, that case is okay. If they're both yellow, I do nothing. If they're both green... Okay, if they're both green, then they will definitely come through there. So that seems okay.
More passion.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that in a moment now.
More energy. More energy.
Oh, shit, doesn't work.
More footwork.
It's not guaranteed. I'm gonna try the other side. Oh shit, that doesn't work either. Oh. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, so the case where I have both of them on green. I don't think I need sensors here. I think this is okay. Okay, so if they're both on green... What I can do is if this one's green... No, that's already bad. No, that's not gonna work. So I can compact the whole thing if I... The top one I can, the bottom one I can't. No, that was a bad idea. Because that breaks how this works with the sensors. No, I can't do that. Can I not do that? No, because, yeah. But if I want to put those there, then I have to put them somewhere slightly different. If I do this... No, then they end up in very different locations. Okay. What if I switch it ever so slightly up? Ooh, these are aligned. I'm not sure if I like that. I'm gonna undo that. Okay, they're both green. Okay, that's no. Oh, we're almost there. It's just okay. So the case where if we have orange and then red is when it breaks. Okay, this one breaks. No, and that breaks a different case. Okay, how can I do this? So the problem is this one. Okay. Wait, that breaks when you have red there. No, that's wrong. We're so close, right? We're super close. There's just one. There's one case. This one that doesn't work, and then we're done. Whoa. And I do apologize. I have the feeling I've been staring at this thing for about 10 minutes without saying anything. Is there another? Yeah, there is, right? Okay, so we have the red one there. Do I add this corner thing just to make it work? Ooh, that's bad. No, it needs to be specifically red. Wait, that already breaks something. Yeah, that already breaks. Why does that break? Oh, that's bad because of this thing. Okay. And then we have to move this. Yeah, you see. Okay, I didn't realize that drivers can also, you see, you can also make these trigger other ones. And that's causing a lot of problems now. Is there a way I can get this thing out of that column? Yeah, move it here, but then I can't connect it anymore. Actually, I can. Which means I don't need this one. This one needs to go here, I think. I think this one breaks the one where they're both green. Yeah, there we go. Okay, both green, fine. And then we have one here where... Oh, this breaks the one where they both need to go to red. Okay. That is an awful design. But wait, you can do this with 0? I don't even want to think about it. Okay, that is a scrappy design. I did not like that one at all. It was not a good one. I want to get out of here. I don't want to look at this level anymore. And we are at the last transfer station. Okay, let's have a look at Z0 Yanni. I have a little bit more time today because I don't know. I didn't already say it, but I'm probably not going to be. I probably will not be live tomorrow because I'm meeting friends, which means I can go to the office a little later. So we should be okay to finish up this game today. I hope that's okay with you. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're enjoying yourselves all a lot. And I do apologize that I have gone quiet a couple times, but it's difficult, right? It's a bit of a puzzle game, so sometimes it happens. So here we have Z0 Yanni, final transfer station. We have arrived at the last operating transfer station before we enter anti-decoherence mode and cross over the edge of the universe. All relevant preparations have been made. The Renunciants have issued one final request. Get us some snacks. Use buffers to store and release 48 units of snacks. Okay, so we need to get all the snacks, and then when that all is done, we have to release them all at the same time. So this is going to be annoying because what this one is going to be is, well, essentially you need to sense all of the inputs. Here I'm also hoping that, okay, the first thing I need to check here is if we put a buffer on each of these, is that enough? Is that enough to charge all of them? Because if not, I'm gonna have to play around a little bit more even. Let's see. Oh, is that even enough to... Okay, that's less of a problem, right? I can always put more buffers. I can always try to put more of them. Just to make sure that I have enough space for them. Let's see if I can do it. Wait, 48 units. Let me do the math, right? 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh yeah, these of course go all the way through. So let's just look at the top one. Yeah, it's just barely enough to charge. It's barely enough to charge one buffer. We need to charge all the buffers. So, okay, we can already compact this design a little bit if I do it like that. Yeah, but that doesn't work because of the last one, of course. Right there, 12, 24, 36, 40, yeah, 48. Okay, so we need all these buffers. That unfortunately is not negotiable, right? We need a lot of buffers. Like I need all of these. No, I need even more of them, right? I need. Wait, how many do I need? 16, 32, 48. Okay, so yeah, we need 3. We need 3 per channel. That's not negotiable. And then I need to find a way to get rid of these other ones, which is probably going to be... You see, the biggest problem I have is to do it like this. I mean, that's barely enough space, but that doesn't work because I need to at least put some valves or something at the end, right? I need to also sense when... I have to sense when all 4 of them stop at the same time. Right, and I cannot let them connected because... Oh, this is very annoying, actually. Okay, at least I can test one thing already, which is... let's get rid of this for now, but let's just check. Okay, yeah, I think they all charge, right? Okay, so I don't have to play around with multiplexers before or something. They all charge full to full. Okay, that's good. But I do need to find a way to fit more of them into this design because this is not it. I mean, I can. Yeah, this is. Yeah, that's not good. You can't stack 4 of them vertically. That's on purpose. So. Damn, how are you supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do this? I don't know how to, I don't even know how to fit them all in there. And then how do I don't even know how to do this part here. Like, how do I stop them here from falling through? Because what do I have to my disposal? I don't have any signal either, right? There's no signal that can tell me they're all full. They will output anyway, even if they're not fully charged, right? See, if I connect this through, this is already wrong because they will never fill up. But I have no idea how to... Unless... Wait, how many can I charge with this? Trying to do the math on these because just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Yeah, okay, they exactly charge, and you need exactly 3 of them each. Okay, that's what I assumed. So that's not the problem with this. The problem is when they're fully charged, how do I know? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to look at that another time. So, yeah. I'm gonna put this back in the bar, and then I'm gonna see who I can raid. So, let's switch over for just a moment. So there we go. Maybe not the best ending, but otherwise I was gonna be staring at that for another half an hour, and that was really not what I wanted to be doing. So, I think that's okay. Where's my chat? Somehow my chat got disabled. I'm sorry about that. There we go. That's a lot better. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a great time hanging out with me. I hope you had a nice, relaxed time. I'm pretty sure that I am confident that what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm pretty confident that if I look at this off stream for a little bit, I'll probably see the solution just as soon as I raid out. So, no surprises there. Okay. Let me have a look at who I can send you to. I think I'm going to send you over to... Oh, actually, I know who I'm going to send you over. I'm going to send you over to someone who's doing something that requires a different kind of brain power. But someone who I don't get to see very often. So I'm going to raid vtuber. Let's go with... We'll go with the cooked brain raid. Let me just see if I can get something with some emotes. Is there a brain here? Yeah, there is a brain. Okay. So, if you have access to my emotes, be sure to use that first one. If you don't have access to my emotes, then no problem at all. You can use that second one. Good night. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, SMB. As always, I would prefer if you gave it to charity, but if you really need those emotes, then who am I to stop you? But yes, be sure to use the first raid message if you have access to my emotes. Use the second one if you do not. Thank you so much again for being here. I have to take it off the schedule. I will not be there tomorrow for Last Train to Clawville. We'll move that to another day, probably Friday or something, because I will be with friends. But most likely, I will be back on Thursday to show you a couple cool games. Gambonanza and... what's the other one? Dungeon Crawler. That's it, alright? This was Jay in the Gilded Cage. Have a good one. Have a lot of fun with Volks. And I hope to see you soon enough, alright? Goodbye.